Well, hi guys, welcome to this Facebook Live. We just want to tell our followers that it was another decent session for the markets. Don't go just by the headline numbers. We're sitting at 9,500 for the index, and for the broader markets saw a day of consolidation. That was much required. But internally, there were a lot of movers and shakers in the market that I want to count on. I have to talk about HUL's earnings because tomorrow's trading session will really be about the consumption theme. After Godrej Consumer Products, HUL came out with a stellar set of numbers. Great performance on volume growth. It's an 8% jump from the low that they made in the last quarter, and they are back above their normal trend of 4% growth in the fourth quarter of FY17. The outlook also seems to be more stable. This is the Q4 volume growth number is particularly important because it comes in the quarter after Q3 when the company was hit by demonetization. The demand came down and they saw a degrowth of 4% in the quarter gone by. So the comeback has been very strong. It's not just been sluggish, it's been a V-shaped bounce back. Add to that, top line, bottom line performance has been very impressive, and the commentary also suggests that things are rolling well into the future for the first quarter of FY18. I want to remind our viewers that the stock is at an all-time high of 1,000 rupees. If you just date back and do some research on HUL, in July 2013, Unilever had bought additional stake of 15%, where their stake went up from about 52% to 67% through an open offer, where they put in about $2.5 billion. Today, that very additional stake is worth $4.5 to $5 billion. From 600, where the open offer was made, the stock is at 1,000 plus, and the market seemed very confident about these numbers even before we entered the earnings report. So, not going with the argument of valuations looking stretched, the growth trajectory for a consumption led theme like FMCG and for a consumer leader like HUL looks very strong and very compelling even at these levels. Add to that, JSW Steel came out with a great set of numbers. What a performance! And I think the stock would react definitely to that performance in tomorrow's session. Tata Steel also, on the back of them resolving the pension row, so to speak, we are going to be looking at the pension battle. Essentially, we are going to be looking at the company seeing a very, very strong performance going into the future. The stock has rallied 8%, and it's either ways had a dream run from the start of the year till now. Aside of that, there were some individual movers in the session today. You had some of the banks, large cap private sector banks that came back into the mainstream. From the broader markets, Patel Engineering did really well in trade. Some of the engineering companies particularly saw traction. Some of the infrastructure names were particularly active in trade, and you had some of the agri-related businesses also come back. Monsanto, for example, gained about 4.5%. So all in all, it was a good trading session, and I think in pockets the earnings surprise this quarter around has been very impressive.